to another episode of Pennies with a Purpose. I'm Willie Mullins, and I'd like to welcome you today. Today, we will talk about 5 things you must do to stay in debt. Or as most of you know it, 5 things you need to do to keep a good credit score. But for me, the bottom line is 5 things that you get to do to not enjoy your money because you owe others money. So let's get started. Number 1, we will talk about credit utilization. So that means you must always be giving your money away. Now there's a game to it, and by the way, if you're keeping score for FICO, it counts as 30% of your credit score. So that means you have to utilize credit, but you have to be smart about it. It's this game. You have to not borrow too much, not get overdrawn, but not borrow too little either. So you have to be smart, and you have to stay within the realms of whatever they decide how much you need to borrow. But of course, as you know, for me, it's just a matter of now I got to play this game of how I'm going to use credit and or how much money I want to give away. And I always think about, folks, how can I enjoy my money? So I don't want to give any of it away. Number 2 is credit history or length of credit. This means that you have to be in debt for a long time to get a good credit score. So if you're living by the FICO, which is 15% of that score, always borrow money for years and years and years. Or you could say, hey, I'm going to self-insure myself and I won't have to borrow money. I think I like that route. Anyway, you decide. Number 3 is payment history. So, this is kind of confusing because we just came from credit history, which means the length of time that you've been borrowing. So now we're talking about payment history. This is a big hit on that score. This is 35% of your FICO score. So God forbid you get sick. It's like missing school. You better not miss a day or you're going to fail the class. Because as soon as you miss a payment because you're out sick or you're a single mom and you're having a struggle, you're trying to make ends meet and you can't miss a payment, then that hits that payment history. So it says that, of course, the longer you pay without missing a payment, the better your credit is. And I can tell you just from my history that it just wasn't working for me. So if you want to stay in debt, you must remember you always will have to take money out of your pocket and keep paying. So you think about that car payment, you think about that appliance that you bought, you think about Christmas that we just came out of. We got Valentine's Day coming up, we got vacations coming up. So you just keep borrowing and you just keep having to pay on that, and you will get there. You will stay in it and you will live in it. I don't want you there. All right. Number 4 is new credit. So you have to be good at giving your money away so that you can get new credit, because that's also scored. That's 10% of your credit score. So one thing I found out when I was reading about this new credit is that the 2 things that I talked to you about your credit history and the payment history, which talks about the longer you've been paying. So when you introduce new credit, guess what? It brings your credit score down. But just hang on in there because you'll get it back up, because you'll hang on to that debt for a very long time. Guys, I just really want us all to just find a better answer. And there is a better answer. All right, we've made it to the end. Number 5 is credit mix. And this counts for 10% of your credit score. FICO wants you to be so good at borrowing credit so that you get all types of credit. Remember, we talked about what we talked about last week. We talked about secured and unsecured. We talked about revolving. We talked about a mortgage. So they want you to get all kind of debt and be good at it. You got to balance it. You got to have it a long time. You got to pay on it. And you just got to be a genuine trooper and just keep borrowing and giving your money away. Now, I've facetiously talked about this, but this is definitely not what I want for you. I want to help, and myself, I want us all to get to a place where we are financially free and we don't have to borrow money and we don't owe money. And we can get there. I know Manisa and I are on our way, and we definitely want to help you guys get on your way. So keep looking at the videos, guys, and I'm going to try to keep bringing them to you. Well, I'm going to keep bringing them to you. And if you want to reach out to us for email, you can email us at pennieswiththepurpose@gmail.com. If you want to just set up a consultation, either online or you want to come in, we can do it at www.pennieswiththepurpose.com. You can catch us on Facebook, YouTube, at Pennies with the Purpose. And remember to like, share, and subscribe. And as always in leaving, if you don't tell your money where to go, you will wonder where it went. Thank you and have a great day. See you next week.